Alrighty guys, we're back. It's been a few days because of school holidays, but I've got a little bit something special for you. The Simulator 6000 is back. And we have the simulator himself to explain how it works. So what we're going to do today is shoot some groups at about 10 meters. I'd say it's about 12 meters, and just test it out and see exactly how it goes. But before we'll get Mark to talk us through all the stuff we've changed. But before that, we've got it all set up for the first shot. So we'll give it the first shot and then we'll run you over what's going on. Boom, right in the center. All right. We'll go up and get the arrow. So it's aiming on. We've got the sights on. That could be me fraction off the X, but not much. So we'll shoot some groups now. We'll shoot 6 arrows and see how it goes. But before then, let's get Mark to give us a little run through on what happened. What's
caused it?
No, what you've changed. What's been updated on the SimShooter 6000?
Okay, well, first of all, James broke my other cable. Had a cable here. This one is infinitely stronger. I picked myself up over the end with it, so that's good now. I changed the release here because it's a little bit narrower this way, so it'll fit into the D loop a bit better. The other one was a bit wider this way, which wasn't terribly good. And James came up with this great idea, and he had it tied on with a rope, and I thought, nah, this is something that needs to be put on permanently. So I'll put a peg on here so we can do weight tests on bows, draw links, and just so you know how much weight comes off when you're doing an 80% let off. Don't believe what they tell you about that either. It's sometimes not quite right. But
that's what Mark just tested his other bow. What was it? 80% let off, but he tested it only went down 50% let off.
Yeah,
that's a big thing. 30%'s major. The 50% let off is more than a target bow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So it's worth checking. It's worth having something to be able to check that.
I don't understand how they can get it to go down that low. I mean, that's almost just the bow holding
itself.
So
yeah.
Why isn't it? I don't.
It's crazy. I've heard a 95% let off will hold itself up at full draw.
Yeah, but that's probably without any weight on your bow.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Just the empty bow, you can go to full draw and then let it go, and just the weight of the rise will keep it up. But that's pretty scary.
Yeah, so I think it wobbled too much with that kind of let off.
Yeah, I think so too. But for target or something, for hunting, if you had to sit there, it might be all right. But yeah, I don't think it'd be the accuratest. All right, so let's get into it. Let's just shoot some groups and see how it groups at 10 meters. We've still got some tuning to do and some adjusting, but we'll take you through the test runs and everything as we go. I was just saying to Mark too, I just got a brand new set of pin knocks, so it doesn't matter if we smash too many pins.
Sponsorship and what it'll do to you.
So I'm guessing we're going to smash a few knocks today, but that's okay.
Let's hope not. We can just slide beside it, that would be much nicer.
It would be nice.
Yeah, I painted all this too, and this.
No good.
Just jammed.
Well, another thing that Mark's added is down here is a little counterweight to stop the bow fully swinging forward. It jumps forward about a centimetre, so it's you still get a bit of move. It still jumps the bow forward, but just enough to keep it all steady and everything good. Plus you get your left and right adjustment with that one, your bubble adjustment.
You can get your bubble adjustment, so you can wind. Right, we'll do it next shot.
But this one, he's going to have to play with the bubble anyway, because the bubble's way out this one.
What happened there? It must have moved. No?
Just every time it'd be a bit different, I reckon.
Might have moved on the ground too.
Yep. So to fix your bubble now, all it is a couple of screws, couple of twists on the old plastic knob, the leveling system. We're good to go.
That last one mightn't have been in either, actually.
That's probably why I was a little bit out.
Did you move the sides?
No. Alright, so what we'll do now, we'll shoot 6 arrows. See how close they get. Or 4 arrows. Let's shoot 4 arrows. 6 might be a bit too much.
10 metres.
Oh, that looks in there.
Does it? You gonna shoot another one?
Yeah, let's shoot all 6. Shoot all 4. Let's test this bad boy out. So after these 6 arrows, we'll give you a look at this knob twisting setup too. Okay, yep, arrow.
Oh shit. Sorry.
That's all right, leave it there.
You know, I'm good at dry shooting.
I was about to say that, but I thought I don't want to say it on camera.
He's getting a new bow anyway.
That's right, yeah, so I didn't know, it doesn't matter.
Sorry, probably should have said it.
Everybody knows the new bow's coming.
I like that mark, it's a pretty good idea.
Makes it easy, doesn't it?
Yeah, makes it easy.
Right, how's the bubble? The bubble's pretty good now. So at every shot you probably need a little twist or just a fine tune.
If it just moves on that.
I'll do it if you want, I don't mind.
Yeah, I'm usually got a clarifier on, you know.
Is it blurry for you?
Yeah.
Well, there we go. There's a little bright side for you because it's clear for me, but the bright side doesn't clear it up for Mark. That's pretty spot on.
I can see the pin.
Yeah, just the target's a bit.
I just can't see the target lines.
You can tell, doing this, you can see how much having that string picture really changes your pin placement, can't you?
Without your chin on it, you just, it's all wobble.
All right, we're good to go. Fire away. Oh, a little bit off. Let's bring you in for a close look, this one.
I find it if you still rolling?
Yeah.
Yep. If you keep the string all the way down, then you'll get a consistent amount of that
tension. You always go back to the same line.
Yep. I'll get the hang of this archery thing soon.
Do you know what'll be interesting too? I got a bear shaft there.
Okay.
We can shoot a bear shaft to see how far, because the bow could be out of tune.
Oh, your bows are usually pretty good, mate.
Yeah, but I've screwed it. I've just put I haven't tuned this new rest in or anything.
Is that there?
Because I went, yep, that's it. I went from the blade back to the drop away.
Oh, right.
and I haven't retuned it in.
Oh, okay.
So I just thought it'd
left
be
and right, you mean?
everything.
Shoot back? You haven't done a walk back with
I haven't done anything.
Oh, okay.
But
But
it's
you would've
exactly,
just pulled, yeah. You
it's
would've
the
just
same
pulled
as,
it off,
yep,
put it
yep,
back on
that's,
again.
yep.
No doubt.
Bubbles looking good. You want me to have a look?
Yeah, it looks it's almost dead between the two, I reckon.
Yep, I'm seeing the same thing. It's good being out. You can see what size clarifier, what size peep you want too, you know what I mean? Because you can
Well,
see
but
how
it's-
much,
yeah.
how much do you want to see around the outside? Like that's,
But then would your nose be in the same position though, on your string?
oh no, but you could like going in and out would
Yeah.
change the size,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
you liked it really big, if you had to get like real close like
Oh,
this,
yes, you'd have to move
you'd have to get a bigger hole,
Gotcha.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so you could tell, you can just tell what you, because I can only just see the outside of my housing, like just. Maybe I'd like to see a bit of light around the outside, you know what I mean?
Like you go like out round here, mate.
Yeah. I don't know, I kind of just like looking through here, guys, because it's like it's the only time you see your pin dead still. It's like a little bit of a pleasure thing, just looking through and seeing that pin rock solid on that X. All right, we're good to go. Oh, hanging in there.
Yeah. Still, it should. I thought it'd been. Anyway.
A bit tighter, we'll see.
Well, it's good. We're not wrecking any knocks.
That's it, we haven't busted any knocks yet anyway.
And then this one here, this is a staghorn. It was given to me. That'd be about 50 years old. That. So, very good. Look here, look.
What's this, the fourth one?
There's not one of these. You just put the ear in between there and peel it off. And then put it on one of these doors.
So your rest is spring loaded, is it?
Yeah, yeah,
So it pulls down.
pulls it down, yeah.
Mine's the other way.
Yeah, well I think that's the thing with the Hamskis, is that they're the opposite to normal.
Not moving much.
Locking in, pretty good.
Yeah, it's off to the edge, but you can play around if you like. Still
Yeah, just off, not much though, is it?
bubble. Hang on, the bubble's on.
Oh.
I might bring it in actually.
Bring your hand out of there, just in case.
I've done that before. Wait to back
I bet it did.
It wasn't even from that length. So.
That bring it back in.
Yeah.
You're kidding, have a look at that. So bringing this bubble back in, bring it back to the center.
We're getting a few arrows in the wrong spot there. we're gonna hurt some arrows.
They're right in the tight grip. That's right in the middle of them, ain't it? All right, we're good to go.
All right, I'll
Let
do
it
the
have-
dummies.
Oh, that was way off, that one.
Was it?
That was outside the 10.
That's not good.
All right, another arrow. The rest are tight. We can go and have a look. Oh, yeah, we've got 3 in the X, so that last one was way out. Peculiar. Might be the arrow. Maybe that's me dodgy arrow. We got the camera on the target too, so people can see the arrows hitting the target.
So you can put it in like in a
Split screen, yeah.
No bullshit here, eh?
That's right, keeping it real.
We don't want that.
That's the thing, it could be a dodgy arrow too, like the other 3 are in there. That arrow could be,
If you just mark that arrow
we'll be able to tell.
Yeah.
That's it.
It does it again, sort of thing. Something I figured with the PSE too on mine. I'll tell you off. It's not. It's a bit different. What's going on here? It just has to be right up there. I'm gonna jerk that shot.
Oh, you might have punched it.
I don't know. Didn't think I did that. So it came right out to the left, didn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. You want to look? I think I'm dead center of them.
Yeah, right in the middle of them. Do you know when we first got the machine, I was punching it,
Yeah.
and you could tell the difference on the target.
Really?
Because I was just whacking it,
Oh,
and
right.
Greg's going, "Stop whacking it! You're like punching the trigger." And I go, "Oh, I am." And then I was like, just shooting it.
I figured best is
And
to
just-
pull between.
Oh
like,
yeah, then
squeeze
you get a
between
bit of
the
a squeeze. Yep.
two. Oh, I don't like that noise.
That's in there. So it might be the dodgy arrow because that's looking good. How many is that? 5. Let's shoot one. I ran out of time. It only does 16. Okay, we're back. We're back. Time sunk. I think I ran out of time. So that last arrow is still in there. We got the we got the camera going anyway, so we'll be able to see it hit the target. So this is the last arrow, 6th arrow. We've only got one dodgy one. I think you would have seen the dodgy one, but we got one off to the left. Don't know whether it was our doing punching the trigger or the arrow's dodgy or something, but the other 4 are in there tight. So we'll shoot another one. And check the group size out. Oh, before we go on, we'll shoot a bear shaft as well. See how that goes.
That's moving somehow, I don't know.
I'm out of there.
Mustn't be tight enough. Because that's affecting the bubble.
Oh, is it? You think this is moving in here? You think this is moving?
Each shot, I think it's making it bounce a
A
bit.
little bit of a shot because it's so heavy. The bow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm not even thinking about that side of it. Yeah. Oh, I'm doing some of it. I don't want to put
Next one,
hands or
yeah.
anything.
Tying it up on the next one.
Oh, look.
I don't need to, but I just like to. It looks so good just sitting in there, doesn't it?
Yeah, I wish I could hold it that long.
Yeah. You should take a picture of that. Oh, sounds good. It's just a slappage. Okay, last one, bear shaft.
Doesn't matter which way your spine is on.
No, I don't have them spine aligned.
Okay. I don't either, but I thought you would.
Oh, the other ones are, but these ones aren't. Well, it's a lot easier to shoot than the last time anyway. Just bang and boom, we're just pumping through the arrows. You know, last time we had to fiddle with the rope every time.
Oh, this, like, to get
The
that
whole
right.
setup, yeah, you know what I mean? It's a lot better.
when I was watching you, I was overseas at the time, but watching you do it, I'm, no, that's not.
It's not how it's meant to be done.
I think it's perfect for us anyway, just to play around with and whatnot.
That's it. For your average person at home, it's perfect.
Wow, what is going on?
Oh, the bubble's
bows must
way
have
off.
moved.
Yep.
Oh, the bows moved heaps.
Let it down and move it. Did you put a line on it?
Yeah, I'll put it on it. Ten to 1 on this, and it's still slapping my hand after one. A lot of power in these things.
So that's a 10 to 1 ratio and you're still feeling it.
Well, that's like that to that,
Yeah.
plus that.
So what we're doing, guys, we've got a line, we've got it marked on the handle.
We
So
put two texture marks, one on either side of his handle, just to try and keep the
bow in the same
get
place.
some consistency there. Yeah, the other one must have been out too. So it can't make that much difference because the bubble's gone again.
Ah, right,
Last
yep,
time.
yep.
So many things to check that you don't realise you got to check, sort of thing.
That you'd naturally
Yeah,
check
yeah,
shooting.
Yeah. Must have been bouncing across each time.
Yeah.
Not noticed that.
All right, bear shaft test. Here we go. Let's hope it stays on the target.
Be good. I've never done a bear shaft.
Haven't you?
Too scared.
Definitely no, I reckon. I don't think it'll be too far off. And the spine should be good anyway.
Nerve-wracking being able to just put it where you want it.
That's what Greg said. It'd be cool to have a competition.
Oh,
Where
but
you-
how long would it take?
That's what it goes. Four-man team though.
Right.
You got a loader and a thing,
Okay.
and you got a timer. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
okay, so you only
so you got
got
a loader, you got an aimer, you got a winder, and you got to design your own thing. Design your own shooting machine. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
each team,
Has-
so
has
it's
a
like a Robot Wars.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what
yeah,
I mean?
Yeah,
I thought that'll be pretty cool. Yeah, right in there. That's a tight group though, except for that one dodgy one. I wonder what happened. Oh! No, that was just a slappage because it was a little bit to the left. Alrighty, we're still recording. We're good to go.
No, threw it right out.
Yep.
Wow.
So my centre shot's off.
Yeah.
We've punched through another vein though. It's a tight group. Let's get rid of the bear shaft. And there's only that one dodgy one. Have you got a text? Have you got the texture on you? What we'll do, we'll put a mark on this arrow and see if it's the arrow next one. See if the next group do the same thing, because we'll retest it, we'll reshoot it. See if we get, look at that, that's a tight 3 arrows, that's a tight group. You'd be happy with that. Get rid of this one dodgy one,
Well,
mark on the vein or something. We'll see how we go.
Rip them out.
Yep, rip them out.
Oh,
They
look
come
at
out
that.
pretty easy too, don't they?
Pretty nice target. Wow.
If you need one of these targets, archery supplies in South Australia, make sure you check them out. Ring up, talk to Steve, he'll hook you up.
Out.
They come out nice, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's, I was thinking they'd come out real tough, but it surprisingly comes out pretty easy out of
You
the
haven't even got
centre.
any lube on them, have you?
No, no lube. Lube free and they still come out good. Archery supplies, South Australia.
Go again?
Yep, let's go again. We'll shoot another group. Let's do a quick time stop. We're back. Let's this time we'll take you around the other side and show you what we're doing with the winding and the fiddling. So here you can see this is the aiming. This is how you aim. You'll twist this one this way to go up and down. This one this way to go left and right. So there's your aiming. And just here is where you can see the bubble adjuster. Let's give you a close look on that actually. So there it is there. And you just twist this one way or the other. And then you can adjust your bubble with that. So that's what that wasn't on there last time.
It also stops the bow from throwing.
Oh, it stops it from kicking forward too far. But it's not sitting on the bow either. It's got like, the outsides are on, like touching it, but the inside of the bow is not touching it. So it's still got a bit of room this way, but it's moving it this way. So that was the idea with that channel. Watch your head there.
Yeah.
Watch your head there, Mark.
Okay, the yarrow, the bows come sideways again.
It's moved off to the side a bit.
Oh.
So we'll show you what we mean. So just here this way up, we've got a couple of marks on there, so we can get it back to the same spot every time. So now just some fine tuning with the handles. Yep, good to go. Bang, that's in the center, that one.
Didn't even see it. Look, that is. Unreal.
In the center, that one.
Eats it up. So much easier.
Give you a look from the front. Well, the groups are pretty good so far. When we go back to 20, it's going to be interesting.
Wait, can't wait to shoot this thing at distance.
Looks pretty good.
bubble coding better when we check the group.
When it's right in the centre, it's all good all the time.
Big hole on your target, mate.
It's alright.
Yeah.
The final check. Fraction to the right, I think. There we go. It's fun just aiming it, ain't it? Trying to put it right in that centre.
Just take your time, it's alright. My arm isn't falling off. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Ooh.
Oh, well, yeah.
Do you want to do a couple?
No, you're going good, bro.
You feel having to 3/4 of a kilo out the front there.
Oh, it does jump right off, doesn't it?
I think even if you had one cable tie, yeah, but it's still going to hit that there. Yeah, but
I think that's good. It's a little bit of adjustment like that's not hard to do.
yeah, but I think just even if I just grab one, just tied it there,
Oh, you'd have something to sit it on each
just one on
time.
each side, you can't.
Just in the same spot every time.
Just something to do. Definitely makes a difference with the bubble. Probably more in the middle now.
Oh, that one's right in there, ain't it? I think it's a little bit high. It's hard to tell the group until we see 6, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it might tighten
Yeah.
them up after
Big
the hole.
error. It's good. That's consistent. I like that. Now what am I doing? Did I check it? I didn't check it again, did I?
It's way off, is it?
Yes, it is. Love winding it up and down. so much fun.
Well, that's it. We've got to test these things, don't we? We'll make sure it's all right.
Right to get out.
I think so. I think we've got plenty of room. One more. No. Oh yeah, that's tightening the group up.
So at home I'd be shooting one, pulling the other. But that might be why I never sort of
See the group?
what the group is. Terrified of wrecking arrows.
Alright, after this group we'll move back to 50, eh?
Oh, okay.
Well, we know it's working.
Yeah, I'd love to see it shoot at 50. This is the dodgy one, supposedly.
You could do tests on it too, like actually punch the trigger and see how much punching actually affects it too, you know what I mean? Do tests.
Yes, you could. It shouldn't, how do I put it? I still think it'd take a fair bit to, well, I suppose just doing that moved it a bit, so, yeah. You can do so many things with it. The poundage thing, the draw weight.
The draw weight's such a good thing. The holding weights, that's what's awesome about it, ain't it? And then the tuning side of things.
Making sure, you know,
well, I think
when you're by yourself, how do you make sure your stops are at the right spot?
Well, that's right, yep.
It's hard.
But I was thinking too, if you know how they start with the tuning, they like paper tune it to get a thing. Well, how about getting it tuned in on this, then before and then you tune it to yourself.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So you know it's dead.
You know it's shooting right.
You just need to adjust it just
even like your centre shot won't be right because it's not your hand holding it.
Yeah.
But you're so close, it's
just
only
be
a
a
little
fraction
bit of
out, yeah.
Almost hold it. See that? I've got to try and figure out something for that.
Oh, she's tight. Is that it? That's all of them. Well, that'll do. No, that'll do. It's pretty tight. Let's go check it out. All right, it's looking pretty good.
That was that dodgy one.
So it was just us. It wasn't the.
Must have been just us.
Oh, where's the dodgy one? Oh, yeah, right in there.
Yeah.
So that's tight groove. Here's that one high one, but that's could have been us as well. It could just be
It could have been.
just flicking it a bit too hard. You don't know.
Because that was all right last one, so
Yeah.
that pretty well has to be us.
All right. So that's it. It's grouping tight at 10 metres. Hectic. So you know what happened now? We're going back to 50. So make sure you stay tuned for tomorrow to check out the groups at 50 metres with the SimShooter 6000. All right, guys. So hit that like button for me. Hit the subscribe button. Hit all the buttons. I'll see you tomorrow for the 50 metre shoot down.
Cheers.